let's actually we'll take a little talk over the stream stylish format. Of course, it's going to be varied games, which nobody knows any clue any of the games that we're playing whatsoever. Not one has been talked about whatsoever by anybody. And it's going to be varied between multiple. It's going to be a competition amongst multiple influencers who we do have a list of. We'll break down in a second. And they're playing for, I believe it's a total split of a $5,000 prize pool. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot on the line. And also, of course, there is pride on the line. You want to be the one to walk away with the W. That's the most important thing, being able to say that you won PAX East this weekend. And let's actually take a rundown of some of the talent we have this weekend, which I know you were mentioning a few before, and some history.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this a little bit earlier.
I needed to give you the floor on this one, because you have the history here.
I mean, this is like the long-time rivalry here. We got Abdallah, the multi-Stream Stars champion, PAX East 2019, PAX East 2020, PAX East 2021, and 22, and who knows, maybe taking home the title here at 2023.
He's the LeBron of this event. I mean, it's really what it is.
Of course, on the other side, though, you have Bowser 16, Stream Stars champion as well, current Stream Stars title holder, so won the last time at PAX West, but of course, the multi-Stream Stars champion of West of 21 and 22. So let's see if Abdallah is going to be able to take it home here in East again, or if Bowser is going to take that title here in the East for the first time.
I am always excited to see the Titans go at it. I love seeing the champions come back out, but I'm also a big fan of seeing upsets happen too, so we might see if maybe something changes this weekend. We'll find out if one of these competitors can take down Abdallah or Bowser, and of course,
thank you so much from the desk, and welcome everybody here to PAX Arena presented by DoorDash. Now, you've heard a little bit of the format. We don't know what the games are yet, but we do have 8 incredible competitors, our Stream Stars, waiting backstage, ready to be introduced. During our pre-show, you learned a little bit about them, but now, let's get a look at them. So first up, Bowser, come on out. I'm gonna step out of the way because I'm gonna be blocking where you're walking. Bowser, can we get you up on stage? You know, they're stars. They need to take their time, obviously. You know, we gotta give them a little encouragement. Thank you, thank you. We'll give them a moment here. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got it, Bowser. We want you to step right in front of the screen here. Yep, and hand down. Now after Bowser, we've got Abdallah. Ash says hi. Friskk, NintendoFanGirl, SuperDuperDani, Zeenigami, and Zelda Universe, repped by Trainer Trevino. We'll get them all set up out here on stage. These are your 8 Stream Stars for today at PAX Arena. Like we said, they don't know what games they're playing in yet. They've been backstage, they've been getting hyped up and ready to go. So I think we should probably reveal that first. Do you guys want to know what the first game you're playing is? Yeah? Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're ready. They've been waiting. All right, well, I'm gonna throw things back to the desk. Ajax, Kimona, and Lyric, tell us what this game is. Let our Stream Stars know what is happening.
All of the tension now rising up as my 2 co-casters are looking at me.
I want to know!
And with 3 Smash casters on the desk, I think the best way to start out Stream Stars here at PAX East is by playing a little bit of free-for-all Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Let's go!
It's all random stages, and all of the items are on. So
it's
we
time
have
for
true
chaos is what it is. We want chaos.
This is how
That's
we
what
intended it.
For.
This is what house parties were made for. Everybody's going to have access to all the items, all the stages, and this is also in a round-robin format. Everybody's going to play twice. Everybody's going to go up against each other to try and figure out who will move on further throughout the rounds, and in order to do that, you have to take a look at who has the most stocks and scream they have the most, because that's the most important thing. Don't let anybody hide in the corner. You must hunt them down. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, we're starting things off with that.
Honestly, we saw Abdallah play Byleth at PAX West, and honestly, the Nair combos were moving. The neutral aerial into the up air was looking really, really clean from Abdallah. And especially on 2 characters that you can kind of juggle, right? Ike being a little bit bigger, Bowser being a little bit bigger. You've got to be watching for Abdallah. And once again, this is a Stream Stars champion. If I'm the 3 of them up there, I'm going for that guy first.
Yes, and then you also discover who wants to win and who's the party pooper, because whoever is the first one to pick Samus is going to be over in the corner and everybody's going to target them. So it kind of becomes a mini game, if you will, on whether you want to take that route. But we have our confirmed characters from the looks of it. Again, you did say Abdallah performed very well with that Byleth before. We're seeing him go there. We have the Zelda Universe represented by Ike,
by Zelda, right?
Which is really interesting. They didn't go with Zelda or they didn't go with Link. It's a mind game in and of itself.
I could see Ike being in the universe, though, right? Like, he could be there. He could probably be a boss fight, if anything.
He probably would. I feel like that game's franchise would probably end a lot faster if Ike was around there. I don't think Ganon would be allowed to get away with what he does.
But Ganon would not come back for a second round. No,
Yep.
Ike would take him down the first time, and then he'd just be like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. That's enough for me."
It's funny to also think how Fire Emblem with 8 character representation in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You also have a lot of Zelda characters there too, so there's a little bit of a crossover. I know a lot of fans both love the Fire Emblem franchise and, of course, the Zelda franchise as well. So I'm super excited to see our competitors go up at random stages. I mean, items too. In the competitive community, we don't usually play with items.
True, and also something I didn't think about. When it comes to the survivability of some characters, usually in the competitive scene, of course, you have, and look at the trophy, look at the prizes getting ready to get taken by someone this weekend. That is the most important thing to see. But in order to get that, you have to be able to go into any environment and succeed. That's what we were talking about with the stages. Characters like the heavies will survive longer if we see a great cave event show up, or if we see a big battlefield show up, or they might not if we end up on Smashville. It's gonna depend. And also, hazards are enabled for this. So everything is going to be wild as we get ready to start. And they're playing the caster mini game of calling them all selves Danny, so we have no idea who's who anymore. And we're gonna start things off right off the bat with the throwback.
Yeah, but the original Mario Bros. Stage. By the way, so in case you want to know, Danny is just Danny, the lowercase one. You know what?
Okay, that's right. Danny was on the Bowser, which I do respect the pick. And you get a little bit of stage advantage here, I guess. And Pikachu's smartly out there, not getting involved with anything that's going on there. It's like, y'all have fun. You do you. I'm going to hide over here, and I'm going to be safe.
I like how Danny on the... I'm just going to say Danny on the blank on which character.
They all called themselves Danny. They made their bed, and now they're going to lie in it. You're all Danny now.
We as a collective unit have all become Danny. That's all we need to know. Oh, the crab has been grabbed. That is a lot of knockback attached to that, so you need to be very careful around that. And everybody fighting at the bottom. Ike getting jumping around everywhere. Pikachu just jabbing him like crazy. Not going to get caught by the forward smash.
Oh, right there, the scuttler kill. You talked about it. The crab, the scuttler.
The scuttler.
Oh, the scuttler. Come on, please, AJ.
Okay, look, this is why you're here.
The scuttler does so much damage.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, in the center, I like how, on Hyrule Temple, like back in Melee, like everyone went to the Fight Club on the one platform. The Fight Club is now just all in the bottom lane here, as we're seeing just tons of Pokemon and tons of chaos happening.
Assist trophies galore. We saw Staryu on the stage a little while ago. Now we see a Final Smash coming through. Who got caught in that? It's going to be the Byleth getting caught in the middle around the power sign, so they're able to reduce some of that knockback. But Danny on Bowser on their last stock already.
I mean, like we said, big characters, you're going to get hit a lot. I mean, that's about going in and hitting people because Bowser's a big, strong guy who does not care about you or anybody else.
Oh my God!
The team
up of Ike and Mimikyu was not exactly what Bowser was lined up for in this universe, and that's going to take out the one true Danny, and all the rest of them are out here. Imposters are still winning though. We have 3 still on the board, and speaking of 3, take a look at that Byleth still sitting on 3 stocks.
Yeah, absolutely. Just playing the safe game at that point. But I like how Pikachu's playing more of the let me go get the assist trophy. Let me see what I can cook up here. But once again, we're just back here on the bottom side of the stage. No KO has been taken just yet, but still, I mean, Pikachu's looking like in a good spot too.
I mean, we have seen Pikachu Danny. Again, you're all Danny now. You made this. you made your own bed. You're going to lie in it. But Pikachu Danny has been like the item grabber so far and has taken really big advantage of that. But now, Abdallah Danny, the Byleth Danny, it's Abdallah. Anyways, Abdallah got big assist trophy, got the curry, and just gone. Just gone.
The Zelda universe is in shambles currently, and Ike was sent flying and tried to just cover the center with the out smash, but much similar to what we saw before with these assist trophies. These walls are really helping keeping them alive. That is a broken hammer, so Danny just... The Ike Danny doing their best, and now they're not.
That was at like 40%.
They tried, that's what mattered.
Just straight into the blast zone at that point, and still Abdallah Danny just has not lost this first stock yet. Byleth with Rage especially is so hard to keep track of.
Oh, no.
The combo with the up air. That's going to be Abdallah, I believe, not losing a stock.
Not one. Not one. Former champion Diff.
not just with the 3-stock, but also with the clip at the end. Just everybody's like, look, okay, I was just here to have fun. What are you doing? Like, but again, everybody has to play twice. So it does not remove them from this just yet. It's all about the highest placements overall. Of course, Abdallah really helping themselves move forward with that. Obviously has been a champion before. It's showcasing as we're seeing that game 1 be played out.
You know, I think that Abdallah made a mistake by winning that hard in the first game. Because when you go into the second game, you are going to be the prime target. Like you said, at 3 stocks left, get him.
Now, stage definitely helped because there was a lot of times where Abdallah was surviving. Every single time got bounced off the roof and would just not get knocked out. So we'll see what the next stage is. Of course, that is to the Wheel of Fortune. We'll find out if that roulette wheel does work for everyone else after, because we're going to swap out several players. Abdallah gets to sit safe for a moment. Hopefully everybody forgets as they go into that next match where they play him. And we're going to bring up another set of 4 to go at it here in this free-for-all format.
I'm interested to see the characters that are going to be played now that we've kind of seen everybody's firsthand here. I believe Ash still on the link here, but Bowser hovering the King K rule, another newcomer in Smash Ultimate that we've loved so, so much. That's had a lot of funny discourse around him. I mean, King K rule clips are one of a kind.
Yes, as recent history showed, even you can disappear on the screen with just one good hit. And we did have a little bit of a swap up. Some players did show back up as we were getting ready to switch. And we do see Abdallah and Danny have both joined us on the screen. So now the 2 champions have to go up against each other in one individual round. And Danny gets some redemption because I feel like Danny was playing very well in that first stage, except they just kept getting caught in between everything because they were being very evasive, and then they just couldn't get away because there's just too much volleying going on between the roof.
I mean, like, you have to respect their spirit to say, this game is called Smash, so I am going to smash you. I am going to run at you and hit you, and I'm going to do damage. But if you're Bowser and you're right in the middle of everybody, you do take quite a few hits. You tend to get bopped around.
Yeah, we like to call that the heavy tax in the
Yes.
community.
You start off the round at 70%, no matter what.
I like Abdallah's jacket. It literally says AbdallahSmash on it. But we were talking about this a little bit earlier. Both champions now in the ring on Palutena's Temple.
Well, if you wanted to survive, you luckily picked the heavy characters. Meanwhile, Bowser, okay, this is going to be interesting. So Bowser, as in Bowser the player on Donkey Kong, is currently fighting with Bowser. Over on the side, some identity issues going on. And currently getting juggled around in between. Run away from him right now. Donkey Kong is doing very well.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from Ash already. I mean, going for some big hits. Look at Danny armoring through with that forward smash. We got action happening on either side of the screen, and that's what you get on a big stage like this. You get to play all over the place.
I'm loving how both champions are really just trying to go at each other. They kind of see each other across the crowd and are like, hey, what's up? Let's meet. I mean, Ash and Danny doing some nice exploring around Palutena's Temple. I mean, this stage really is beautiful.
Yeah, we got the Metroid assist that was helping out for a little bit there. Abdallah had to disengage. Bowser was able to get a hold of the giant punch, but missed. It doesn't get anything out of it. The boomerang doesn't lead to a combo. Meanwhile, Danny on the bottom is trying to find her way back up to the top of the stage.
I'm just saying, you know, you were talking about like, oh yeah, the 2 champions are facing down in this game, and literally the moment that Bowser got the final smash, he was a heat-seeking missile to Abdallah. Just immediately, I am going to punch you.
And trying to go for that whirling punch right there. Let the up B to sneak his way in. Giant punch is also on deck, so you have to watch out for that armor. Abdallah still running away, trying to space. Danny just getting in the middle of everyone with the whirling fortress to try and get something started, but has once again Lyric fallen down to the bottom of the stage.
I mean, it's a minute and a half in Ajax, and first stock still hasn't been taken yet until just now. Abdallah, though, 186, just trying to run away as Bowser just chasing him down here. I mean, so close, so much chaos.
I love that the Thunderdome rolls in from the top of the, it just comes down and it's like, come fight up here. 2 platforms, no nonsense.
I'm calling that protagonist armor, by the way, because Link should have been gone, but got saved by that arena up the top. Not that time, though. It's going to get bounced off the middle platform, so that's going to send Ash down to their second stock. Abdallah and Bowser still both sitting on the very first ones, and I just realized what you're pointing out. Bowser is starting to build up the glider.
Yeah, I mean, that glider Dragoon does so much damage as well. It's pretty much a guaranteed KO.
Tiny time.
Unfortunately, it's tiny time. Look at Bowser, though, heading straight to try and get the wings. Abdallah, though, just going to pick it up, and now there's so much kimono going on here.
They're just 2 DBZ characters just trying to run at each other, just like, I have the advantage, I want to hit you.
When I saw Abdallah was the only one who was still left big, And Bowser is starting to go, oh, no, now you want to fight? It's like, no, you got it, you got it. No, let's not. We were cool, right? We were cool. We can talk about this later. We can talk about this later. And now the final smash is back on deck. That's going to be Ash who has it. That is going to be a really bad hero slash. If you get caught by it, no, I forgot it's the bow. And that is Bowser disappearing from the stage.
Honestly, it was like a jump shot, too. It was like really lined up there, and it was like, see you later.
Yeah, that was the 360 shot right there with the final smash.
There's no scope on a bow either. Exactly. We both pull it out immediately. Bowser, by the way, is still sitting on those 3 stocks. 5 stocks total for all of the other players combined, but everybody's still going at each other. I like the heavy war on the side as well. The Bowser versus the Bowser. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and just a reminder for everyone, we're talking about Bowser, the player who's using Donkey Kong right now. One of the former champions, still sitting on 3 stocks. Nobody's really been able to get to him, and he's smartly hiding underneath platforms. Oh, what a spot! But the bottom platform saved Ash!
This is definitely one of the biggest stages that Smash Ultimate has to offer, aside from Great Cave Offensive. And it's just so funny to kind of see the kind of jungle gym that's going on here, because nobody is just getting these stocks off super quick. All of these are just such a battle.
It's kind of, I felt like we had to get at least one of these throughout this too.
Absolutely.
Like I was begging internally for Great Cave Offensive, but we were also we're still doing well at Palutena's Temple. 164%. Bowser, the Donkey Kong can't get caught in the middle of all that. You will get knocked off the wall if you miss that tech and just disappear, and he's gonna go get more pieces to that glider. Nobody's been able to finish it so far.
Because everybody keeps getting it knocked out of them. The moment that they get 2, they just get hit hard and they go flying all over the stage.
Still, though, that is going to be Ash going down to their last stock, aside from Danny as well. So, honestly, good on Bowser to just keep himself really in a tight area where he can just tech off the wall and still live here. But we're seeing a little bit more interactions now on the left side of the stage, but Bowser just going around the whole entire stage, getting a nice little tour.
Do you think that the residents of Palutena's Temple are used to this? Like, they're just like, yeah, no, it's okay. I had to redo my lawn again because Link got tossed across it, and, you know, I don't know what happened, but Violet was there too. Like, and Pikachu showed up one day. Oh my God.
I saw the bomb about to explode. I like what you're saying, AJ, as there's the first stock from Bowser gone. I mean, just the absolute bank shot. But still, only sitting on his 2nd stock, and it's clean too. And he knows that if that timer runs out, and he has 2 stocks and everybody else has 1, you might be crowned the winner.
Yeah, they play a factor as long as you don't get to the sudden death at the end, because I think that's how it's going to be played out in this. So do not get to that last stock. Bowser smartly throwing out some flames up the top. Meanwhile, Bowser to Donkey Kong is over to try to catch a jump from Abdallah, but Abdallah refusing to go above him.
I love the way that Danny just hit that Bowser up air as well on Ash here, taking out Ash. But Danny's at 122. We know a little bit about heavies in Smash Ultimate. They can live for a long time. But
Donkey Kong climbing a ladder.
They're evading each other.
Bowser and Donkey Kong both getting caught on the ladder on the side while they're trying to do something. Psych! I'm just kidding. Time to go.
It just doesn't look. Gorilla was not made to climb a ladder, I don't think. Oh my God!
What a punish! Using the spring. You know what? I want to add him to the next like Sonic DLC after that. Like, since when did Donkey Kong join Frontiers?
Oh my goodness, Bowser collecting that last piece of the Dragoon. That was almost so dangerous because Danny, if she had gotten the torso of that, would have been the ultimate weapon to even things up.
Yeah, now honestly, Danny at 145 taking the Bowser method and just kind of waiting for the opportunity to strike. The Bowser bomb not going to be enough. Abdallah, I feel like if they're able to find like that one up air, this could be spelling disaster. But honestly, there's that smash ball, and it really just might all make the difference. But Bowser going to be able to find the back air on Danny, taking them out.
There's 2 pieces of danger afoot. The final smash that is up there, and also the Dragoon just got completely knocked away. So that's going to be respawning pretty soon, but Abdallah now has access to that final smash. Bowser pretty much can't go anywhere near that right now.
Yeah, and honestly, what a great stage to decide that that is your game plan. Look up the game of cat and mouse happening right now.
I'm seeing a whole lot of nope. It's like, you got
I
it.
know what happens. I know what happens. We will go to sudden death if you get hit by that. Down air, almost sending Bowser into the spikes, which could have actually just ended that stock.
Bowser's trying to play the roulette wheel, gonna go ahead and grab the item capsule, but instead tossing it away to grab the Dragoon, so it could be a battle down between the end. But like you said, you're up a stock. The game plan right now is just stay away from Abdallah. Do not try to fight Abdallah. Abdallah might get him with that down here.
So oh my goodness, they're so close!
What the insanity! And as we already know, Bowser coming out on top.
Yeah, perfect 10 points. Perfect 10. Came out on top both times, and Abdallah, had that really dominant first game, and then second game, still got second place in that match, and so will be second place on the scoreboard. Then we see Zeen, and honestly, I'm just glad that Zeen has those 4 points, because somebody who throws out that many Falcon punches makes me real happy.
I'm looking at the scoreboard, and honestly, this is the first time that I think we're seeing all the games here. But we got Danny, Ash, and Zelda Universe still in here. Friskk, unfortunately, at 0 points right now, but I don't think we're at an elimination round just yet. But look at the games that we're all going to be playing and what we're going to be ending on, because
what we're ending on is insane.
We are best friends forever until you get there. That game, the bestest of friends.
We're best friends for about another hour and a half. Yes. And then everything is going to fall apart.
We may be jumping right on in. We do see the players ready to go.
Yes, it is time to control the turf. Turf War is the map we will be playing throughout. Of course, this is the mode we're playing, not the map. It is a best of 3. We're going to see everybody determine what they'll be picking for weapons. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the blue team. Already started things off. Remember, you want to get control. You want to be able to move around, because if you don't have your ink down, you're not going to be able to move quicker, and you're also going to end up taking damage a lot easier from the opposing team.
Yeah, I'm loving the way that Friskk is currently going the route I would, right? Trying to get as much space covered as possible. We are going to see a little bit of a squabble in the center here, but once again, we talked about this, right? Having the high ground is so important here.
I like that we're immediately seeing action, people fighting for the same space right off the bat. And again, you talk about strategy. Everybody's got the same weapons, so it's going to be down to how you play the map. You see NFG in the corner right here saying, okay, you ink this up, I'm going to try and take some of that back in the corner where nobody's watching. We do already see a couple of splats come out. Looks like this orange team starting to take a little bit of control.
Yeah, at first the orange team was actually getting 2v1, but they ended up responding back with 2 splats themselves against the blue team. Here we go. Looks like we're going to get some Bowser controlling the center. Both of them, everybody kind of grouped up in the middle. We have 2 people in the middle of a fray here. That's going to be NFG going down. NintendoFanGirl is going to lose some of that control. Meanwhile, on the other side, you can see another fray going on. That's Bowser who walks away with it.
I'm loving the way also that Bowser's playing, right? Even in a precarious situation in the corner, as long as you have some ink down, you do have a resource available for you here. So let's see. Once again, these corners, Kimona, are so tight, but the center is where really all that action's happening.
Playing around the corners is one of those things in these kinds of games that can be so huge. And again, keep an eye on that game sense, because you might just suddenly find a squid coming up behind you and taking you out before you even had the chance to see him. See NFG trying to take out all of this ink coming up onto the top, but on the bottom rows, you can see that it's the orange team taking a little bit of control, but they are all on their own side of the map.
Very smart coordination as well from both Bowser and NFG to corner Abdallah, get him stuck. And as you're just pointing out, Lyric, off to the side here, the control they have at the back, but blue team has so much to center and only 1 minute left to try and get that board down.
Yeah, you got to look out. Orange team also now pushing up into blue team territory. When we saw the overview of the map as well, it looked like orange team had their base kind of inked a little bit more here.
And the spot bomb just went down, so they're going to get a little bit more over on the other side. The blue team needs to respond because the orange team has made their move. Like you said, they went to the center. They're controlling the top here. That's a lot of ink going to the orange team side. The Friskk is getting exactly what they need and staying away from everyone else.
I'm loving the game sense that I'm actually seeing from Friskk too, because there are a couple of moments where she's like, all right, I'm trying to take control of this part of the map. I'm trying to get inked up. But then the moment that those engagements come in, you just got to get around a corner and get away. But they get splatted right there, and orange team has got to try to battle back.
18 seconds on time. We have specials available as well if you want to get into the fray, but you got to go ahead and get the last bit here. We only have about 10 seconds left to go. 9. The orange team is looking fantastic right now, Lyric.
Yeah, I'm loving the way that they're prioritizing just let's get all of the orange out of the base, but it looks like blue team already going up in the territory. That's going to be game. Let's see what the map says. So close. Oh my God, it's too close to tell. I think orange team gets it off of the base.
45 to 45.
0.2% difference. The orange team, like you said, they were left pretty much to their own devices up at their base. Nothing was challenged, and then at the very end, what did they do? They made their move. They went right over to the blue team's base. They were able to sneak out some. By the time the blue team realized that they already had one person splat down, and that made it so different, because once you're removed from the picture in those last 30 seconds, you lose that clutch factor. Yeah, I mean, you said it yourself, walking into this building, and you might end up becoming a fan of something that you weren't even really attached to before. I mean, the majority of us, or all of us, are attached very well to the Smash Ultimate scene, but here we get to enjoy this pretty solid gameplay of Splatoon that they've had, even with maybe not having a lot of history together. But here we go. Round 2 begins now. We already saw the orange team up 1 round. Best of 3. Blue team has fast answer back.
I'm loving the way that blue team right now prioritizing the base once again, but look how much the orange team has now covered. They're looking to get center stage control so they can just go back and be very comfortable here, but here comes everybody meeting in the center once again. Looks like orange team, though, is going to have the advantage. They're going to slide right in, get that first splat, unfortunately for them.
And that first splat can mean so much, right? Because again, we talk about building up that momentum, covering the center of the stage, and I mean, you said it, AJ. You focus on getting your own base first. We saw Danny and Friskk hanging back. Abdallah not quite able to get one there, but
like, Abdallah still was able to put so much extra damage on because Alex was so drawing the focus away from the orange team in center that they weren't paying attention to Abdallah up at the top. Abdallah does fall on the other side, so a couple they kind of disengage from center. I do like that. It's smart to not continue to push, even in the midst of a fray like that, because once they start respawning, things can get real bad real fast.
So close here. Danny just trying to evade, but look at this. Danger zone already up for complete wipeout on the blue side. Blue losing turf so poorly right now. But look, we're still prioritizing trying to ink these corners around.
oh, but there's the ambush. We talked about that right there. Zelda Universe getting one on the board courtesy of their very own. But look at this right here in the center stage. This can be an absolutely pivotal moment. When you're fighting for the center stage, when you're having this one-on-one battle to take control. No, it's a 2v. It's actually a 2v1. But he ends up getting Bowser getting one and then two.
What an incredible play by Alex, taking out both of them. Bowser trying to sneak up, and then he still was able to get the other side. Now all of a sudden the blue team just gets to push deep into orange territory. You're seeing so much being added on here by Alex.
Loving the booyahs there too. Just a nice little Splatoon taunt right in front of your face. But look how much coverage that orange team has above too. I feel like we're focusing very much on the kind of that center part, but you have to look at the turf. It's all about the turf. It's not about the splats.
Exactly. That's the main thing that matters at the end of the day. You can knock people out, but make sure you're getting your control. If you don't have the control, you're not getting the dub, and that's something that the blue team can't afford to happen. That's going to be a knockout coming in from NFG over Abdallah. That's going to put him on the timeout corner, and NFG gets to keep building up. She's playing well from that last one, and Ash is over there as well on the other side, continuing to build it. Orange team just playing so well here at the end.
So much center stage control, and you talked about it, AJ. You said don't sleep on NFG. That ambush was absolutely insane. Blue team does finally have everybody back on the field now, and they're trying to fight back for what's theirs with less than 30 seconds left. It's going to be a tough one. 1v1's happening in the middle right here, playing around the shields. What's going to happen here?
You can also use your utility on the splat bomb to get some of that kind of ink out there just so you can start inking. 9 seconds left though. Let's see where we're at right now. It's getting so scary. Friskk still in the center. Ash once again trying to just get the bombs out. Let's see how it's going to go as we potentially could be seeing a 2-0.
I mean, it definitely got a little bit chaotic at the end. Actually, blue team has a really good coverage on their base and a lot of that other side, and they end up getting game number 2. So there was so much focus in the center, but the blue team was able to sneak their way into enemy territory, get a lot of late coverage, and very similar to what happened with the orange team last game, they held down their base.
For sure. I mean, I gotta say, the teams here are very, very interesting. Abdallah, Bowser, NFG, and Alex all on the same team.
And I think I know why, too. So if you are going to try and help someone get through, because now one-to-one has happened, right? So technically you have a nullified point situation. But if Abdallah and Bowser lose here, that's a lot of points that are going to the other players who are currently facing elimination, and that can make a big difference. We're going to move into game number 3 right now. We got the pink and the green. Bowser and Alex wasting no time to start setting up on the other side. Meanwhile, the green team just choosing to get right in the middle of everything.
And again, I like to see the aggression in a game like Splatoon. I like seeing people get right in there, but starting off immediately with the 2v1 and Abdallah going to come in and clean up that first splat. Him and NFG are on a warpath immediately into the green team's base.
I'm loving the way that they just kind of teamed up and they were like, you know what, let's just go get him. That'll just work the best here. But now here we go. We're seeing our first kind of splats here as the Friskk is unfortunately going to go down. So it looks like pink team is going to get a lot of mileage for this, as we're already seeing the danger major flash on the green team side.
Yeah, the pink team has been doing phenomenal so far. They have just been doubling up on it. They're right in the base, and that's going to get you caught for that. NintendoFanGirl overextending a little bit, but they kind of make them stop. So even though you're so focused on NintendoFanGirl over the corner, everybody else is just controlling the turf now.
Well, and I think that play was so beautiful because you thought it was a 1v1 for so long, and then suddenly a second squid pops up next to the other one. And he saw that Bowser didn't have time to react to run away. He realized, oh, 2v1, I need to leave, but he didn't even have time. Just got absolutely splatted immediately. Now we see Abdallah trying to take down Friskk, but can't take down that high ground green team. Starting to find their way back in this.
Yeah, I love the way also that we're kind of rotating around the cubes in the center, right? A lot of people are prioritizing the low ground versus the high ground here, and Bowser just so confident. It looks like green team, though, just trying to get a little bit more safety before heading off there. That's a lot of pink there.
Yeah, as I say, you got to be very careful for diving right in the middle of that. You go a lot slower, like you said, in that pink, and in the middle of that, two people were coordinated again. The pink team is constantly working together. There's Bowser, there's Abdallah, everybody just floating near each other. Meanwhile, NintendoFanGirl taking full advantage of that and getting so much coverage up center again.
Oh, I like the use of the splat bomb right there to just kind of flush out one in that 2v1, trying to isolate it, but not able to win it out. Here is a little ambush here, though. Ash goes down, courtesy of the pink team. Again, you see them setting up those 2v1s, and you see another one set up in the corner right there on the other side of the map. They had two 2v1s set up at the same time.
I'm loving the way that Alex is also playing extremely well. We saw this a little bit earlier of just finding these random splats here, and look at the coverage on pink side, recognizing, you know what, I have a little bit of time. NintendoFanGirl really making her mark.
Well, this is your time to move to the green team. You got 30 seconds left on the clock. Ash is currently going to get kind of cornered and they're just going right into their base again. And meanwhile, here it goes again. Zeenigami, that's going to be 2 KOs. They're just covering the green team's base. Green team can't do anything. Bowser just getting full control. Alex is over there as well. Abdallah has joined him. Only 10 seconds left.
That was just a flex from Alex, too. You saw the movement as well. We talked about verticality. You got to remember to look up. Zeenigami and Ash both go down, courtesy of the pink team. They're looking for one more along the way, but down goes one. Green team gets a little bit more on the board, but pink team just looked in control.
Oh my goodness.
Which team do you guys think won?
I'm going to take a wild guess here, and I'm going to say it was blue. I think blue did fantastic.
Yeah, you can see on the corner on the outside ring of the map, didn't even cover it at all.
Yeah, in some weird universe, like if you combine the colors together, you get it. But that team feeling blue indeed, because the green team getting completely controlled. They were getting spawn camped. They couldn't get out, and that's pretty much just the dominance and the control that Abdallah, Bowser, and NintendoFanGirl are all able to put together. So the top 3 who were potentially going to move into the next round, if you wanted to make it, you had to get rid of them. And I think that now solidifies their guaranteed trip into what will be a final push after this round.
On the other side, you saw the pink team get very aggressive with getting splats. I mean, it wasn't even, again, we talked about Abdallah and NFG. It wasn't even about them taking control of the stage. They were just a splat squad.
Yeah, I mean, Abdallah started off the round with a perfectly placed splat bomb that just ended up leading to a 2 KO. Like, you have to be so wary of that. We're going to see a very similar setup as last time, but this time we're going to see another switch up, and this is going to be a complete fight for center. And this time, the green team, excuse me, the purple team actually doing the same thing. They're just rushing right in.
Yeah, I mean, what's not broken, don't fix it, right? And honestly, Abdallah and NFG proving to be a great team. So look at them just kind of waiting around in their ink, trying to find the right time to strike. Will be Abdallah going down, but it looks like NFG trying to hunt down Friskk here. As now here we go. It's so intense because the bottom platform is actually all moving.
The wheel on the bus went around, but that was the final stop for the purple team there. They got caught right in the middle of the green team again. Abdallah catching 2. Zeenigami over there can go help out, but not enough ink on that wall component to be able to get up and try and go help out.
And again, we talk about that verticality, trying to open that up, and you just got to make sure that you have enough. You got to get reloaded, but here we go. Ash kind of running away from a fight right here, and that was actually a really smart disengage by the green team. NFG said, okay, you know what, Alex? I'm going to help you out here in center. I'm going to start inking things up, trying to survive over here on the blue team, but that's Bowser rolling in. And look, he's been kind of 1v1ing everybody, but he's been a steamroller.
Already, you can tell it's just purple team losing a lot lot of their ground here. Alex, once again, the front runner here on all of the combat, getting one splat, and now two. My goodness, who's going to be able to stop Alex?
Well, Alex finally falls to Friskk, going to get in the middle there, but Alex was working on that team wipeout we were asking for before. That is the second attempt at it, and now everybody coming back in, trying to go get in the middle of this. Of course, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds left still to play. It's about curve control. It's not about getting into the fights, and I think that they keep getting caught, but the purple team all getting caught up again.
Did he know? Did he know?
What was he cooking? It was in fact the stage.
Let him cook. I'm not eating though.
Oh my goodness, Bowser here trying to get the splat on Danny. Unfortunately, they will go down. I mean, I just have to call it out, guys. Alex is the absolute splat master right now.
Let's see if they can keep that going. Right now, we got 1 minute left on the clock. Purple team has to make a big move. They have to try and get something started, which we're going to get the shields up, stopping that splat from getting anything going. Ash is going to get caught. Zeenigami is right in the middle of everyone. This is going to be a bad 3v1 potentially. You have to get out of there. You cannot afford to take on this fight.
Oh, but he does not have anywhere to escape to. Splat bomb coming through to take him down. Green team again. That is Bowser just showing off that 1v1 proficiency. And I love playing around the shields right here, but one more member of the purple team make that 2 go down. Green team, a huge opportunity to just close this one out.
Yeah, honestly, it's just looking like such a danger zone for purple right now. With 20 seconds left, Friskk is going to get absolutely...
Oh, wait a minute! Oh, good shoot by
Friskk. God gamer!
Oh, but Friskk gets caught again, and here's the green team once again deep into their territory, putting on the last bit. 10 seconds left on the clock. They have to be able to make a big play here, and currently that's 2 down. That's going to be a 3rd. We're close to a team wipeout. Purple team is falling. Green team adds on as much as possible, and from the looks of things there, it's looking very similar to what we saw last game.
Yeah, I think that we are seeing a verdant stage, if you could say the least. 64.2% green team. I mean, they were just unstoppable.
If you told me that they were using rollers that match, I would have believed you. The amount that like almost every single corner was covered, and they were able to do something that mattered so much in team-based games like this, pushing them into the corner on the Kirbys, as we see the bandana, Waddle Dee bandana on the Kirby here on player 1 side.
I gotta love seeing any kind of bandana D, but yeah, blue and red going at it. I believe that's what, Abdallah and Abdallah on the left and Ash on the right?
Yes, looks exactly like it. And I think just like we've been talking about this entire time, what are you prioritizing? So it seems like Ash is prioritizing getting a lot of the strawberries, but unfortunately falling off there just a little bit much here. Using the spice though to get ahead. I mean, you do have a couple of speed power-ups in here as well, but Abdallah just looking so strong.
And speaking of that, prioritizing getting things like the tornado. Tornado pulls everything towards you, so it makes it a little easier. And Abdallah wasting no fear, going right across the bridge in the center to move a little bit further. That tornado power-up, and he's also holding on to another power-up here. Gonna go ahead and stop that one right away.
The sense from Abdallah looking at the other screen and going, okay, I know she's coming. She's right behind me, isn't she? I've got to make sure this gets stopped, because Abdallah has been prioritizing getting to the end first, getting the big reward. You see the big cake looming in the distance, and it's going to be all ashes, isn't it?
You gotta eat all of the cake though, just using your palm on the circle. Here we go. We'll see what's gonna happen, but 67-35. Looks like Ash is gonna be the winner that round.
All you needed to do was get one good play, and it was actually Abdallah who got knocked off by one of the CPUs, push him out of the way, and now we're gonna go to that buffet round where we're gonna have to go up against each other. Power-ups are the key here. You gotta make sure you're knocking people off, because as they get knocked off, they're gonna lose out on some of those points they have.
And being big and full can also be a really big advantage here. You see that Ash right now, I mean, still sitting with a very comfortable lead as the time ticks down. Looks like it's going to be all hers. That 3 really evading her, but it doesn't matter. Nearly doubling Abdallah's score.
Oh my God, look at that Kirby big. Yay! And now another race. So we're going into another race round here, Lyric. We saw how Abdallah's kind of giving some respect over to Ash. Like, look, I can't afford to try and go challenge getting rid away your points too early. Let's focus on the next race. Let's make sure I'm prepped for as we go to this one, because if he gets access to that 50K first, he can still easily get himself back into this.
Absolutely, and I like the way that Ash is really just keeping the same strategy as well. Looks like Abdallah kind of trailing behind right now, but it looks like Ash is just rolling on through the course here, just going all the way up. The CPUs are very, very good, as they are already super far ahead. You're talking about that tornado before, Ajax, as Ash now actually has it in her disposal.
An advantage that could actually go to the players who are behind first. is the fact that you have to break that wall to get down. So if somebody else takes care of it for you, you get a moment to catch up. Abdallah going for the jukes around the pancake right there to get up, and he even going this tornado power up helping, but Ash is still not that far behind.
We've got another power-up at the ready here for Abdallah, too, who barely saves himself from completely losing the script. See, the berries right now are very even between these two, though. Abdallah taking the high ground right here, going for the 5 up top, and you're going to get launched on up, too. Right in front of that 50, you are going to claim the big prize.
It's so unfortunate for Ash, too, because Ash had a great lead and then hit the butter and then was knocked off just a little bit. And the butter makes you just go a little bit slower. And unfortunately for Ash, not going to be able to get the big cake, but gets another nice little cake off the side.
Yeah, luckily for Ash, still able to get into there to get that 20-point cake after all. So Abdallah is going to sneak away the round lead here at 159 to 123. Very close, but that does not mean it's over because the Gourmet Battle Royale is now here. Spike power-up is really strong here. Tornado's also really strong here. Spike has already been attached by one of the CPUs, and there goes Ash getting popped off the screen immediately.
Getting the 10 strawberries out of the mix right there, though, so putting that on can be really important. Size up, and the spikes again! Ash just got punched twice in a row, and Abdallah still holding on. Got the stone at the disposal as well.
I like what Abdallah's prioritizing here, saying, you know what, I don't want to go in for the kind of the fighting here. I just want to kind of maintain my size. You can tell on the left side of the screen, just prioritizing getting those strawberries, rolling up onto the cake, and then rolling back down when everything seems to have calmed down a little bit.
And with that 35 seconds left on the clock, that's not only giving Abdallah an advantage, but Abdallah realizes at that 252 to 104, I can just start playing interrupt now, try and get to miss everything, but Abdallah does get popped, so that's going to give Ash at least a moment of relief until the yellow CPU again is getting in the way.
He's got the needle too at that size. You're basically just saying this entire center of the map is mine. Might just get snapped up, but doesn't. Ash, with only 10 seconds left, something big has got to happen to get her back in this one. Can't quite get the mounds of strawberries coming in and get knocked off again. Abdallah, nearly 300 strawberries. Delicious.
What a great showing. Let's see the results, though. Oh my goodness, Abdallah just laying it down on the weight there. It is going to be Abdallah who has eaten the most, I'm sure very full.
Yeah, that scale is not in for a bright future, as we're going to see it get destroyed.
All right, I see that's hit a nerve, but either way, we are going to get into a second round. 2 rounds for each of these players. Abdallah and Ash are going to go at it again, so here we go, starting off on a brand new adventure.
I love the way now that sometimes you just take the first race to figure out what's up, especially if you haven't played the game before. It's like, all right, yeah, I'll get a strawberry. Oh, wait, maybe I need to avoid these things. Maybe I'm going for it more. Unfortunately, though, Ash is just going to fall off the stage just a little bit as Abdallah starts to pull away here. Has the wheel, though, so we're going to make things a little bit easier and a little bit quicker as well. Look at the movement there from Abdallah.
And, you know, I got to give respect to it, too, because Ash tried to take the churro shortcut, and I would, too, to be honest. Like, I want to go the route of the churros as well. But this is, oh, no, another drop to the center. So going right in the middle of the donut hole, but they've both been right about the same pace. Like they're not that far back, very similar to before, but that's immediately going to be Abdallah breaking through that wall without hesitation.
Yeah, the fact that he got that jelly right there, too, really big for him to just speed away. But, oh, my goodness, you can see Ash and Abdallah, they're neck and neck going into this stage here. Abdallah getting the pads, moving on up. You see on the left, Ash is just getting at least a few more strawberries. Each has a power-up. That jelly could be huge.
Yeah, the jelly helps you get through some of the weird interactions that go on the stage. You wouldn't get slowed, and it just allows you to glide just a little bit easier. But it's important to note, right, what are we prioritizing now? Are we prioritizing getting all of the strawberries so we can kind of have a nice little lead at the end? Or do we want to just get
right
there
now,
first?
That's going to be 50 going straight to Ash, wasting no time. It's going to be Abdallah who fell, not able to go over there and get that 20 cake either. So right at the end, you couldn't see it either. Like, it was at the bottom of the hill, and you can see Abdallah has some math knowledge, but very similar to that first round. Ash once again taking the first race. Only 20 seconds on the board to get yourself some quick points here, but Ash starting off strong once again.
I love how Ash is also holding on to the jelly too. That can definitely help out in the second race for sure. But look at the strawberry difference right now. Ash about to lap 100, and it looks like Abdallah is very far behind. Now, we saw this in the beginning of the first race too, that Ash really went out there. So I'm wondering if she recognizes now like what her win condition is. But honestly, 109 up against 72, not bad for a lead.
Yeah, points are cumulative here too. That's the important part. So knowing that she's got to get back into the game, she's not just going for a round 2 win. She is looking to absolutely, completely knock Abdallah's block.
That actually makes a huge difference now too, because Abdallah had so many in that first round. So that's a big reason why we're seeing the fact that Ash has kind of doubled back some time for Strawberries to get a little bit more damage on. And the Wave forgot not to wait immediately, just wasting no time. And gonna get bounced in, gonna get sent back off again. It's a free push for Abdallah.
I mean, great use of the shortcuts as well, right? Not being afraid of those really small areas and using the wheel to get through the wall. That's really, 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 really key, because you know that Ash has made up a lot of time on those walls, and saving those power-ups for those moments where you're not going to get slowed down, super important.
So scary, taking such an elusive route here. Very, very tight on the roll, but unfortunately Ash is going to be knocked off here as Abdallah finally going to be able to find the cake here. 113 to 128 and now 163. The points just completely flipped in Abdallah's favor.
I feel like a lot of what happened that round that went south for Ash fast was she kept trying to take these very unique routes, like you said. I was paying close attention to that too. Kept going towards the spike ball, kept going to like shortcut spots. But at that point, it's just survival. You just need to make it to the end. But now we have the opportunity to make it back. It's only 175 to 130. This is the gourmet final round. If you can get a couple knockouts onto Abdallah, that's one that's going to get rid of some points right away. And Abdallah's going to get sent flying again. That's minus 20.
Yeah, you got to watch out for the fire. And both of them were holding on to the jelly too. There's more fire. The CPU is doing big damage to each of them.
Yeah, you get the double burning now as well. This is definitely not out of Ash's hands at all. I love the way that Abdallah's playing a little aggressive this time too, saying, you know what, if the win condition is to make sure you lose your strawberries, let me just make sure you lose your strawberries. But the CPU has been showing to be an amazing player so far.
Yeah, they're kind of cracked.
Yeah, they're out here playing a fighting game instead. They're out here just throwing hands, and the tongue avoidance has been really good too. They've been able to avoid getting picked up and dragged off the stage, but it's Abdallah once again sitting at 203. Ash can't afford to have this go much further. It might be time to go ahead and use that chili pepper to get some fire in, but instead keeps getting bounced around and can't do anything to keep him away. There we go, that's one play. Can you get the knockout onto Abdallah? It's the only way you keep yourself in this.
She was trying to find that, and that's why Abdallah was holding on to that jelly for so long, because he was waiting for that burning to activate, knowing that she'd be coming for him, and then to activate that invulnerability. And Abdallah, once again, on top.
Not by too far this time, though. I mean, I do believe there are some extra berries down the line, but it still just might not be enough. It will be Abdallah, I believe, who does take it all. But once again, I mean, what can't this guy play?
Exactly. And again, this is a cumulative point total, too. So
does Zeenigami have, like, the best strat here, right? Spicy food was prepared for the spicy racing?
Yeah, I think so. Outside of just knowing the game and knowing the mechanics, I think that's what really made him excel, for sure.
Well, we did just have a knockout round. And for those of you who are here this morning, I talked to Bowser, and, you know, unfortunately, from what I heard, I think he has been knocked out. And I think that was your doing, right here. Yeah, okay. We see the shame. He talked a big talk, right? He was like, you know, I'm gonna take this over. I'm gonna be the new champion. So that's your job now. Are you ready for that?
I'm gonna try. You know, I actually met Bowser the very first time he competed. We were all alternates, and there were like 3 of us ready to go in, and we like rock, paper, scissors for it, and he got it. He won that year, and it's just been fun to see him like competing every year since.
Okay, so there's a lot of mechanics in this game, and as our reigning champion, I'm gonna turn to you as the mechanics expert. What are the words I heard? Spicy jelly, collect the berry. What would you say is kind of the coolest mechanic in that game for building up points?
I think the commentators did a really good job of talking about what the main strategies are in there. Using the jelly to sneak underneath, and just once it comes down to the very final battle royale, it's really all about attacking your opponent versus messing around. So you can do a little bit of screen cheating and kind of see which side of the map they're at, because your point of view is a little narrowed, and then hopefully you don't get hit yourself.
So, from what I remember from Kirby back in the N64 days, right? That was the broken Smash character, right?
Oh yeah, look, it's down B, spamming in Smash all the time. Like, we all did it, of course. I love that little pink ball.
I had an older brother who did it. I didn't get to pick Kirby. So does this game, you know, actively carry on the legacy of Kirby, just smashing everybody?
I would say so. I mean, it's a fun little side game. I'm really a big fan of the main series games with Kirby, and you collect them. And yeah, they just made a new game not too long ago. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. We just all want more Kirby.
So more Kirby. Well, we have more games to come with our top 4. So how do we? This is the interview question you're never supposed to ask, but I'm gonna do it. How are you feeling heading into the next games?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm very excited to see the contestants alongside me. I think we're gonna have a pretty big party, let's just say.
Wow, okay, somebody might have had a little tip off there. But do you feel prepared for this then?
You know, I feel pretty bad for having to beat the other 3 players here tonight. You know, it's just really hard to be that good of a gamer.
So humble, so humble. Well, thank you to our crowd, you know, for feeding the ego. Appreciate that. We will let these competitors go get ready for their final game, their final challenge, and throw to a quick break. Thanks everyone here for hanging out with us at PAX Arena.
Yes.
Shoutouts.
Yes.
Shoutouts.
Yes.
More of a Birdo person myself, as Birdo doesn't get enough time, I think, in a lot of the mainline games. But we are, I believe, going to Peach's birthday cake for this one. So we have a very, very small and condensed map. Here it is.
The cake never ends.
Yeah, we just
Got off
cake.
a Dream Buffet, now we're here.
If you can't tell, the theme today is good eating, and it's going to continue. The final 4 all up there. We're going to take a quick chance to talk about them. Noticeable absence. Bowser not there. Noticeable absence. Alex getting knocked out. It's Abdallah, Zeenigami, Friskk, and NintendoFanGirl. And we said it at the start. We actually need to pay close attention to NintendoFanGirl as well, because she has been playing very well. And here she is in the Final 4.
Honestly, after watching those first couple of games that we went through, I was like, okay, I think this is somebody that is, I'm not even going to say at this point a dark horse to win this whole event, because she has been impressive in every single game. And look, if you're named NintendoFanGirl, I'm sure that you have played Mario Party before. She might have this one in the bag.
Absolutely, and I think everybody has their own strategy going into Mario Party, right? Do you wait until the very end to start making these crazy moves? Do you come out and get the stars right away? It's really all up to you, and especially on a stage like Peach's birthday cake, it's a lot smaller, so the happening is kind of everywhere. We got bonus stars on, too.
Speaking of the happening, besides the fact that you have to worry about who's going to be the one to guess which seed is the correct one to get over to the star, and which seed is the incorrect one to avoid getting caught by Bowser's miniature island over there. But you also can set up piranha plants along the way to steal coins and steal stars on this small map. So it's about strategy. Where do you put it? Where do you get people to make a mistake? Do you buy out one whole section, or do you just invest heavily to get a star rather than the coins?
I think that if you're a true gamer, the way that I am, you will play to get as many happening spaces as possible, not even just for the bonus star at the end, but just because you lean into the chaos. You want to lean into the spirit of the game. And look, I'm going to pop off every time we get a happening space, and I hope that you two also will with me.
Oh, I'm excited for the chaos. Like we said, this is about making best friends at the end of the day, right? This game is built on that, and we're going to see exactly which one of these friends gets to be the one who gets the first turn, as they're going to go ahead and hit those dice and figure out who gets the turn order.
Okay. Still, we're figuring out who is playing who currently right now, but you always want to roll high, right? But you don't want to use all of your luck right away in Mario Party on the first turn. So let's see who is going to get started here, who's going to be front up in the choice order.
All right. In case you want to know who all is who, Abdallah is Mario. We got Zeenigami on the Yoshi. And then between the Daisy and the Peach, Friskk is on the Daisy, and NintendoFanGirl is on the Peach. So there's your lineup. And honestly, I gotta say, Abdallah on Mario makes so much sense.
Yeah, he is definitely playing like protagonist type play. He wants to win it all. He wants to win the championship based off the Nintendo theme, so he's gonna pick the ace of the staff. But it is Zeenigami, who A, had commentary bias, B, also was really talking it up a lot in that last round, and he's gonna be able to want to get the first picks on Peach's Cake, that matters a lot because you have first access to try and get some of those happening spaces.
Double 9 so far. Rolled a 9 for choice order and rolled a 9 right away. What a great start here. Now we got Friskk going up second here. Let's see what she's going to be able to do. Honestly, Mario Party always starts off tame, right? Until we start getting some items, we're just rolling the highest we can go.
Well, we see one more turn left here. We're going to see NintendoFanGirl take her roll. And a solid 10. You love to see it.
Yeah, instantly starting off the round, getting a deep amount of space, a lucky space. What do we get? Do we get an item or do we get some coins? Double dice is really good on the stage. 10 coins extra though. Remember, that star stays stationary here. So as long as you are always near that the top of the cake, with that 20, you're going to be okay to walk away with that star.
Yep. And honestly, you want all the time in the world because it's a small space. You want all the time in the world to get all the coins that you need. So instead of going for the piranha plants already to start stealing coins, we're going to have a very, very tame turn 1.
I think that was too tame. You were the first one to get the event space. You were the last one in distance. You were going to possibly win this, but here, okay, this one can either be chaos or nobody gets knocked out. And that's going to be the first knockout already for Friskk getting knocked off the side.
No Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing this time. You have to fight for your life.
Ooh, oh no, a little bit of a double team there. So close though. I like how Zelda Fangirl kind of prioritizing staying out on the ring instead of just going in the center like Zeenigami's doing. And honestly, if I was in the same position, I'd be falling all over the place.
I like what Zeenigami's doing there. It's kind of doing some 360s, but they're going to make a double up attempt on Abdallah. Abdallah is just going to barely avoid getting knocked off the side. 25 seconds on the clock, and NintendoFanGirl almost overshooting it and almost just jumping off the ledge.
And both of these players, like all three of these players, experienced enough with this game to know that if you go for the big hit, you're also vulnerable to get hit by another big hit in return. So that's why they're all sticking to the center right here. And as the clock ticks down, it looks like all three of them may just survive to see the end.
So close. Honestly, not taking a knockoff on the stage is a good enough a win as ever. So everybody's going to be able to get some coins here as we're going on into turn number 2.
That revealed to me already that they know full well how this game works. Like that one, as long as you're floating right around the center of the ice, you can usually switch back up and stay on. Everybody who wins gets coins in that. So it's only Friskk who doesn't get it. And now 30 coins already for NintendoFanGirl. We're going to get another lucky space though. Do we get the coins or do we get an item?
It's honestly not a bad one. A double dice, you know, that just kind of makes up for it, doesn't it?
Again, double dice is fantastic on a stage lyric. Anything that could get you that much closer to A, picking the seed first, and B, being able to get access to the happening spaces first to start lining up those traps for everyone else.
Friskk already, though, has to make up a little bit of time, right? I mean, Zelda Fangirl close enough now to start making progress towards the star, but you need enough coins. Got another lucky space here, so let's see what we're going to get. We're going to just get a mushroom. Honestly, not a bad thing when you're already this far ahead in the coin lead.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to guarantee NintendoFanGirl gets a star next round moving forward after this. She's already got, she was, I think it was 13 spaces away before that. Guaranteed an extra 5. Now you're in front of someone. You should absolutely do not that. Look at that. He's like, bro, like, I like that Zeenigami looked at him and said, you weren't brave. Come on. Yeah, you had me.
What are we doing? We're not
brave enough. You weren't brave enough to do this. You don't have to be nice to me. You didn't have to do that. I would have accepted it because I would have came back at you afterwards anyways. Now, who has the best rotation skills? We're going to find out.
Do not mash it so hard that you quit out of the game.
Wait, Zeenigami, please. Oh, there you go.
Zeenigami.
You got it.
Got it at least the 180, but yeah, you got to rotate around on the D-pad. It's rough to go first if you didn't know.
Friskk, go.
Friskk,
go.
What are you doing? Okay, 360. 360, okay.
You know, in normal state, in normal terms, this would be really good.
There you go. There you go.
1800, 20, okay, 2250.
Respectable.
All right. Now watch closely as Abdallah goes into full gamer mode here. Oh, we lied.
Okay,
we hyped it up.
He lied for sure.
Lied.
No, he lied for sure. He didn't have it.
Oh, last second evened it up though. So we're gonna get an even round. It's going to be both NintendoFanGirl and Abdallah who end up getting 10 coins out of that.
I don't know if you've seen the clip of Life Hero playing this minigame, and he does it so hard that he mashes between the A, B, X, Y, somehow accidentally hits home, and then because of the direction that he's spinning, just closes the game completely.
Oh no!
And you know, this could have been an opportunity to steal some free coins away from Zeenigami if somebody decided to go ahead and set up a plant. But instead, Zeenigami is going to get only 9 out of that, so they're not going to be able to get access to that first star, but they do get yet another lucky space.
I was gonna say, I feel like this Mario Party game, I mean, we're 1/5 of the way there, and I feel like it's so tame right now. I feel like nobody's playing for the chaos that Mario Party holds.
Wait till we get to the seeds. That's where things start to get crazy. Who's gonna be the one to have to go deal with Bowser first is the most important thing. Everybody getting these lucky spaces so far, they're all a few spaces away, Kamada, right now from that first star.
It's so close, and custom dice block really, you know, for Daisy.
Daisy's excitement gives me joy. It's got the box. Wow! Like, whoa! Not wasting that mushroom as well. Just gonna go ahead, guarantee, get a chat with Toadette, get that superstar, and looking like a superstar again, NintendoFanGirl has been the surprise factor for a lot of people so far, and she's gonna be the one to get the very first, most important point, and that's that one next to the star.
Like you said, the movement is so important because the star is static. You just have to make your laps around the map as quickly as possible. Now, Abdallah so far has gotten a happening space both times that he's ended up, and this is the first time that he doesn't, just landing right on a regular old little blue space, and he's talking with, he's talking with.
Oh, you did not, that did not just happen. Oh my God.
This is plot armor.
Okay.
This is champion plot armor if I've ever seen it ever. Just a random hidden block space just right there.
I think it's a skill issue.
Absolutely.
Personally, I think it's a skill issue, and Abdallah manifested that because he knew.
My heart races the moment I see that. Oh, this is, okay, so this is actually a skill issue difference here. Like, let's see who can be the one to stop the Chop Chop from getting the closest, wasting no time. Everybody just pressing it right away. So if you're NintendoFanGirl here, you just go ahead and wait. Don't risk it. Everybody else pressed it so fast because nobody understood that minigame. NintendoFanGirl laughing over there like, haha, y'all didn't know.
I knew how it worked. Omega laugh. Well, big for NintendoFanGirl right there. And again, you know, this is part of the chaos and being thrown into the gauntlet that if you haven't played Mario Party Superstars and you don't know how the minigames work, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. Starting on turn number 4, so we're almost halfway through here. Now on Peach's birthday cake especially, the star doesn't actually move around here. So the star is actually centered in that same location every single time. So honestly, if Friskk just wants to use her block to just go right to the star, not take a risk, you can absolutely do that. But instead, you know what? We're just going to risk it, get a perfect 10 and the star. What a show-off.
Don't even rely on the RNG. First usage of actually taking a look at the map as well.
She didn't have enough coins to buy the star.
Yeah, only 18 because of that previous game. If she was able to win that last one, maybe, but instead, now you have to take that full loop around. I will say, on this stage, Warp Block is incredibly strong. That's probably the best item to have on this stage to constantly avoid those seeds that you need to get around.
That, and honestly, it's the friendship ender too, because somebody's going to be 2 spaces in front of that star, and you're 2 spaces behind it, and then all of a sudden you're not anymore. Now you're ahead of the star.
It's me. I ended friendships because people kept using that on me, and I never got a chance to ever get back to the star in the 20 turns we played. Of course, this one's only 10, so it's a little bit more difficult to try and hold on to that for a long time.
Now we're seeing, we got Abdallah here, 43 coins, so we got enough for the star, but I was about to say, it would be such a shame if you got 1.
That's, again, this is Abdallah we're talking about, been having everything work in their favor, and not only that, but they had that hidden block from before that worked out. They're gonna go ahead and put a point on the board, and they're only about 8 coins, well, actually a little bit less now, to getting that lead back from NintendoFanGirl.
And it's time for yet another minigame. We've been all 4 players so far. We haven't seen any 2v2s, no teams, no 3v1s either, but we got the Mirror of Escape.
All right, this is all about watching where everybody else went first. Who screwed up, and how can I avoid what you did? Pay close attention to everybody's routes they've taken. It's gonna be Zeenigami who gets the first door correct.
Not the second one, though. Honestly, I like the Zeenigami route, right? Like going back and forth between doors, but it is going to be Friskk finding her way through here. Just unfortunately going back through the door.
Ooh.
Let's see, but wow, Abdallah gets to go down all the way. It's so close between Abdallah and Zeenigami.
The last door is over there in the center. It's gonna be Abdallah who recognized that first, and Abdallah is gonna get through that last door and get down. Just waiting long enough between a few people to decide to move first. He waited for Friskk to make a choice. as soon as he saw this, like, okay, time to go. And then once he came out of that door again, Zeenigami went to the far left, realized, wait, we both went two separate, and I'm closer to the final door, and Abdallah now steals back that lead here. And I think with the amount of minigames that he's won, remember, bonus stars won't be a factor at the end. Minigame star might slightly be in favor of Abdallah right now.
Well, the bonus stars are always such a big factor when you're playing such a short game like this one. We're playing a 10-turn game, so when you're Abdallah, you're also sitting on, so far, having had the most happening spaces. Also a really big deal.
That's true.
So close here, as now Zeenigami gonna be able to get the first star. It is so close. Look at this. I mean, we got coins very close of all of them, and now Friskk just still trying to get the coins up so she can go get herself a star.
And Friskk understands the danger of what's happening here. Now, if Friskk ends up picking the incorrect seed and goes into the other side, she already has the warp block. So if she goes over there, she can use that to get out of that area.
So it doesn't even matter for her that much, right? If she goes to the wrong side, she's just out next turn.
All right, drum roll, please.
So
close.
And she gets away with the first one. So Friskk is going to be safe, does not need to use that warp block right away.
Gets a free lap around into the lucky space too. So honestly, for a turn, this is a really good turn. You definitely need those coins. We'll be getting 10 coins, and not a bad way to kind of round it out for Friskk.
All right, well, it's NFG's turn right now, and she's got the double dice. Might as well pop them right here. Could be dangerous if you end up on the wrong side of the map.
If you get enough spaces, you could just end up walking around the entire thing. So I get why NFG decided to make that play. 10 coins are going to be taken away here, but I think she has enough movement spaces if this is the wrong one.
Not the pumpkin. I have a bad feeling about the pumpkin seed. Drum roll, please. Oh, I knew it was the wrong one. You can't pick the pumpkin. It's shaped like Bowser's head. But like you said, AJ, it's enough to at least just jet you all the way around. But you do have to give up so many coins. No.
That's a huge difference right now, Lyric, between what was a close-ish game on the coins, and now it's 34 and 36 sitting over on Zeenigami and Abdallah. I had to think about that.
It's okay, Ajax. We've been up here for a long time.
It's been a while.
Regardless, though, I do have to say, if this had to happen to anybody, NintendoFanGirl can definitely bring this back, right? She's been playing very well in the games, too. Abdallah, though, going to potentially get an item here for his troubles. Let's see what we're going with. We're going with Warp Block.
No hesitation.
I can tell you exactly
you saw
why,
no
too.
hesitation.
This next turn determines a lot. Because for Friskk, if you get any coins on this next round, if you warp with NintendoFanGirl, you can steal that star first.
Immediately.
But if you don't, Abdallah can then, at the last second, steal one away if she doesn't get past the star point. So it's going to be on Friskk to kind of prevent that. You have to win this minigame to make sure that it is not yet again NintendoFanGirl getting another star.
All right, well, make sure you pick the right platform. The color's going to go up and you got to be there. Oh, and NintendoFanGirl immediately falling off, which means no star for her.
Every single thing that was going well for her before is now starting to shift away, and you got to go over to the yellow point right now and ground pound immediately.
You know what? You play for the chaos, and that's part of Mario Party. And honestly, why did it take 5 rounds for us to start playing for the chaos here?
Yeah, all of the other ones were like making good friends. Now we're gonna go to green space, and you have to start ground pounding on right side.
Zeenigami
trying to create too much violence, and instead ended up leading to his own demise. We're gonna go over to the yellow one. It's gonna start to pick up speed very soon.
Abdallah just said no. I don't think so, actually.
Instead of the ground pound, just going for the straight up, let me just push you off, and Friskk is like, no, we're going to keep going with the ground pound. Look at that, he's trying to push her off.
At this point, if you do just ground pound Abdallah at the right spot, it could be the end of the game for him.
Abdallah, like you said, trying to walk away. Abdallah now swing back. Here goes back to the center, so everybody's kind of safe. This one, are we going to choose right? Or we're going to go to the pin? The ground pound underneath, and Abdallah walking right over. Friskk choosing so much violence, and instead it's going to be Abdallah getting it. Let's go ahead and take a trip over with Raynessa to the stage to see how everybody's feeling so far with this round.
Mid-game interview.
Yeah, I'm out here to distract these players, right? You know, someone is doing too well, so clearly needs distraction. Did the ground pounds really throw you off? How do you stay cool through that?
It's a patience game. It's a patience game. And a luck game.
And a luck game. Yeah, Mr. Most Happening Spaces. Now, PAX is about making friends, okay? We're making friends. Are friends being destroyed here?
Friends is a really strong word. I like acquaintances. Yeah.
Ah, look at that. Okay, they're friends. They're friends. Best friends. Best friends over there. Can you two take on the best friends?
You know what? I feel like it's forming. Yeah, I think it's there. Yeah.
We got double princesses going on here, so we're on it.
Yeah, you guys know about the world of perfect hair. That's what you have.
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to distract you for too much longer. I think we were doing a short little thing here, so I'll let you get back to it. But remember, friendships are being formed. Stop ground pounding people. Thank you, everyone. I will send it back to our commentators.
I cannot wait to see those friendships that just got put together immediately betray each other in the next round, because warp blocks are sitting there still. Somebody's going to get some free money here, and that is indeed going to be Peach, who gets a warp block. No. So if somebody swaps her, she can swap right back. So all of a sudden, oh wait, that works out for Abdallah.
Nobody is safe.
Now we got double coins happening too on blue, and you lose more on red spaces. We really haven't seen a lot of like 2-on-2 mini games. We've really just kind of seen all four competitors go at it. But now here we go. We're gonna see Zeenigami go to the item shop. I feel like it's just item block, or what's it called, warp block. But deciding for the mushroom per chance, and honestly, you got it.
Just a little bit of a boost. You don't need anything crazy. I don't know how much the custom dice block is going to help you here. But losing
right when I said we haven't seen red spaces.
That's one of the reasons he probably bought the mushroom too, is he knew he was about to lose a bunch of coins. So he was like, all right, well, I guess I can't ball out here.
Yes, and not even just that too. We have the first potential chance, because none of the happening spaces wanted to make it happen, to see a not four-player minigame. And we're going to use the warp block. Friskk wasting no time. Friskk did end up getting it. Oh, it's going to swap with Mario, so doesn't win on the roulette there to try and steal that star away. But NintendoFanGirl also only has 11, so she herself is not going to get that star.
Perfect 10, though.
Yeah, you got to give up your 10 coins there, but we do reset the seeds. Like I said, just don't pick a pumpkin. Otherwise, you're probably fine. Drum roll, please. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful flower.
It would be Daisy to get the flowers correct multiple times in a row. Like, refusing to pick the wrong one.
Oh, no! You go through all of that trouble to avoid Bowser.
This could be either great or really bad for everyone. So, if you get Bowser Revolution, if it's on there, Bowser Revolution is there. Bowser Shuffle is there. Bowser Revolution! Oh my god, that was so... If that happened, everything that happened to this point prior basically meant nothing. But instead, we're going to give up some coins to Bowser.
You know how I said I usually play Mario Party just going for happening spaces? Back when I would play any game that had chance time, that was my #1 goal. If I did not get chance time every time I rolled, it was a failure for me. So I want Bowser Revolution more than anything.
Fortunately,
not enough coins.
Yeah, that's the worst part, right? I mean, NintendoFanGirl had such a strong start and even had the prediction going into the second half of the game, getting the warp block, that everything was going to go her way. But now, for the first time, finally, we're going to see a versus space.
So not only are we going to have some extra coins on the line for people to walk away with this year, but also, we guarantee that we have a 2v2 that happens after this round. We haven't seen that yet. So how many coins are going to be put on the line? It's going to be 10 from each person. This could make a big difference going into the final rounds of this match.
Abdallah's the one person that's really the most unaffected by this because he has so many coins in the first place. But for somebody like NFG, for somebody like Friskk, very running low on coins, the next time you roll up to the star, it could be big.
All right, do you get lucky here, Lyric? Who picks the right routes? Most of them will actually...
Ooh, look at Friskk, though, doubling back, saying, you know what? Everybody's going red. Let me go blue. Let's see the creativity here. But honestly, it's so hard to tell. It looks like Zeenigami and NintendoFanGirl are up here as Abdallah just
cast the cursing immediately. Zeenigami fell right away. As soon as you pointed it out, Yoshi fell. Friskk taking that last-second choice to switch over on the route. It seemed like it was an okay idea until we saw the extreme zigzag that happened.
Yeah, then it was just kind of over before it really even began. And Abdallah coming out on top again. He didn't even really need the help. Now here he has 77 coins.
If I am Friskk at this point, I'm trying to make it a bad time for everyone else. Because we have currently 0 stars, 0 coins. I am hunting for every chance time space I can find in these next few rounds.
I was just about to say that, Ajax. At this point, you're that far down. You've got to find a way to make things happen. We are seeing our first 2v2 game happening right here. Is going to be Friskk and Zeenigami versus NintendoFanGirl and Abdallah, who actually teamed up earlier in Splatoon 2. So we'll see if team can carry over.
They were like the duo during the Splatoon.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. Now, it's all about that button mashing right now. This is a very even game right now.
Yeah, it's got a lot closer all of a sudden. We see we're getting close to the final steps momentarily. It's a battle between Zeenigami and NintendoFanGirl. We're basically at the same exact position. Oh no, big miss!
That's super big too. It's going to be Friskk going over to one side. Zeenigami recognizing where the time to jump was. Friskk and Zeenigami so close to go far ahead. This is a huge thing for blue team to make up.
Great jump on Friskk as well to get over there. They have a big lead right now. Got to go ahead and switch back over. It's on Zeenigami. Did not screw up here. Zeenigami's going to get back on, get on safely. We have 2 each, and now did they guess correctly?
I like the strat that the team on the left had to just kind of mash both of them at the same time, make it really just swing around quick. You do have to see once again, team on the right, Abdallah and NFG just not able to make it up in time. They had spent so much time here coming back. Now it's all about mashing Eleanor on the left. Get that balloon going!
Were they paying attention to where they needed to go? It doesn't seem like it was, and that's going to be a free W. They're going to escape from Bowser's Castle, and that's going to give a few extra coins to Zeenigami. That does give a W finally to Friskk, who's been hunting for one of late. Again, I'm still hunting for any Bowser spaces or any chance times to try and get back in. Still comfortable lead for Abdallah.
Yeah, that Abdallah jump off the stage made it all possible for Zeenigami and Friskk here. As Abdallah still in the lead though, 77 coins, that's so many. I mean, we got 3 turns left. It's time for some chaos to start happening, guys.
Well, it's mushroom time. We see that previous turn bumping that 5 all the way up to a 10. So let's get moving. And your 10 coins that you just earned are going into the flower lottery. Now, remember what I said.
This could make a big difference because we're already looking at the coin star as well going towards Abdallah.
Yeah.
You can't fall too far behind here. Did you pick correctly?
What do we got?
And you did not. That's back-to-back times where the second choice has been a visit over to Bowser. Yoshi very sad about that and is going to have a chat with them after all. That is not the cake we wanted. That's 20 coins that are going to be given to Bowser.
That's all. That's all of them. Losing it all on one turn. I don't know why I went Australian there for a second. But losing it all in one turn, that's rough, buddy.
Another versus space too. Yeah, another versus space. So honestly, it seems like Abdallah is just the coin master this game with everybody else barely breaching 10, if 20 at that. It is going to be 20 coins though, Ajax. This one's got to be hurting.
If Abdallah loses this game, all of a sudden things change heavily. And if anybody paid attention to where Zeenigami was, if Zeenigami gets a 1 next round, that's a chance space. That can change everything if that's where he lands.
All right, well, final countdown means you got to get spaces that will stick around and won't wait.
Just kicked her in the back of the head. That's not nice, man. Oh, and that's going to send Zeenigami out of here.
Got NintendoFanGirl playing super aggressive on this one, and it won't work out in her favor. Saying, you know what, let me just chill in the bottom left corner. I know exactly how this game works.
She's a savage.
Abdallah, boom.
That is a precursor to the Smash event happening if you had ever asked one. That was impenetrable defense, stayed back, slapped him right off multiple times. NintendoFanGirl gets another W, and that gets her that much closer because look at how many she got out of that. She got 35 coins out of that.
And now it will go over to Friskk, who does not have a single coin to her name. I mean, nothing yet, so you got to get something going here. Don't know how much the items are going to help unless the custom dice block can put you on exactly the right space you need.
I don't know if, I didn't see where Friskk was looking for. And it looks like Frisk's just going to go with the 10 to try and get that much closer to a finishing star.
Okay, and you know what? Gets 10 coins for the trouble as well. Let's see what space she's going to land on. It will be the lucky space. All right, so we're able to bring this back just a little bit. If you get 20 coins here, we're chilling, but unfortunately, we'll just be the triple dice.
Triple dice not bad, though, because imagine a scenario in which she's able to win the next minigame, get a bunch of coins, and then perhaps on the next turn.
I think.
Oh my goodness!
And there's still 3 turns left. That just helped NintendoFanGirl so much switching to that side. Because now with that 9-2, she's 1 turn away from getting 2 stars and another lucky space.
My God, if there's a star for getting lucky spaces,
Kimona, you were talking about gaming earlier. NintendoFanGirl is officially gaming.
G-A-M-E-I-N-G.
All right, wait a minute. If he steals this away from NintendoFanGirl,
no shot.
This pretty much wraps it up.
No shot. Well, yeah, that's a downgrade, isn't it?
That is a downgrade.
Isn't it?
Just a little bit, right?
It did just go backwards. You have to play the flower lottery again.
And yet, wait. Does he have enough to make? Oh, this one only drops you down. If that was, I forgot, if that was a plant space, he could have spent 50 coins to steal a star and just steal the star away from the NintendoFanGirl, but it was not that one. That's the one to push you down. And we're going to get tread carefully here. Once again, a battle royale, another 4-player minigame, and also, where did they get these tanks?
See Mario sitting in the tank as it like pans around him.
Already, Abdallah out of there.
Abdallah, don't put your hand in the air acting like what's happening, man. They jumped you for a reason. You're way in the lead.
Gaming!
Why is
gaming?
She really waited for she was like, all right, yeah, I'll take the dip to give my other opponents a chance, and then said, hey, guess what? By the way, NintendoFanGirl is the name.
Yeah, just to make this clear, I'm pretty sure of these last few wins, NintendoFanGirl might have actually taken the lead in the mini game start. I think there's a chance.
I think it's close. I think it is definitely close. Zeenigami finally out of Bowser Land, but still only at 13 coins. All right, could be a really big moment here. Triple dice.
Triple 10, unfortunate for Friskk.
Okay.
Gets one at the end, though.
We are moving, getting those 10 coins, too, so you've got enough to get the star next turn. But like you said, man, you know.
Another lucky space. Wow. Remember, each individual space has their own bonus star attached to it. So there is a world where, I don't know who has the most lucky spaces. I'm pretty sure I think it's NintendoFanGirl. But she's starting to get it. That might guarantee she gets herself a star finally on turn 9.
This is literally exactly where she was before that last warp block got used. Just spent the whole turn resetting it. Double dice, though, right here. That is going to be NFG getting a second star.
No way.
Okay.
I was about to say, if I jinx that.
That's true. I mean, I was talking about this a little bit earlier, right? You want to make sure you conserve your resources. I mean, the rolls aren't always guaranteed unless you have that specific one, but it will be NintendoFanGirl going up with 2 stars on turn 8 out of 10. We are potentially so close to a chance time. I'm really hoping for one.
I think this 100% comes down to the wire with the bonus stars at the end. Like, so far, we know for sure that Abdallah's definitely got the happening star. We also know there's a good chance that Abdallah might be in the lead for the bonus star for minigames. But well, there it is again. If we never needed to question it, that guarantees it. Not going to bother to waste any coins again. Everybody's too far away for a potential attempt at a steal. It's not worth wasting your coins at that time.
I wanted to see Abdallah on the 1v3 so bad. I wanted to see just everybody like huddle up and be like, okay, guys, what are we going to do?
Well, right now, the game is tackle each other out of the way. With the stun, that's honestly a smart tactic, too. You let everybody else kind of rush in first, and then you go. Wait for everybody else to get their pile up. Here's NintendoFanGirl and Abdallah once again going at it. This is basically the battle of first and second, the way this has been going.
The both of them are prioritizing going to the center's ring as well because it's technically shorter, right? When you take the outer ring, you actually take a little bit longer here. But it's really just Abdallah and NintendoFanGirl right now. NintendoFanGirl will get first here. Abdallah will get second, Friskk in third, and Zeenigami in fourth right now. Both of them still just trying to make it through. As Zeenigami getting a little bit longer strides as Friskk playing a little bit more aggressive.
Friskk was doing her best. It's just up there trying to get in the way. But I honestly don't think that anybody wins the bonus minigame star anymore now past NintendoFanGirl. I'm pretty sure that locks it in.
This is getting down to the wire. Like, this actually could just be decided on bonus stars alone.
Yeah. Remember, they're at random, so we don't know which ones will definitely show up. Well,
all right, well, not enough to get a second star.
I see the way my bank account is set up. See, I didn't have enough money. Can I come back to you? Can I get a loan for the star, please?
Can I pay off this pizza in installments?
Triple dice on Friskk here. Let's see if she's going to be able to even make it there, and she
Yes.
will.
Oh, yes,
19
she
to
will.
13. It was getting a little bit close, though.
I'm kind of worried. I think she lands on the Bowser's face.
Oh, no.
We're gonna. I think she's okay, but Friskk finally gets a star. Finally joins the rest of the party. If we could get an applause just for that, Friskk has been suffering this whole time, trying to get themselves at least one. Okay,
close.
it's a little far away. I was worried.
Hey.
No way! No way! If that's a star, no shot! No shot! No shot!
Hold.
No shot!
Hold.
Oh my God!
My God. That could have flipped everything upside down.
Including the table when Abdallah flips it over. It's like, you gotta be kidding me!
The $5,000 happening.
We're taking this
right
slide.
back down.
Abdallah, though,
Turn,
now
Mario.
9 out of 10 turns. Gets the 10, though, so not bad here. Let's see what we're going to be able to get. We got another.
Happening.
That makes a difference, by the way.
Yeah.
Because now Abdallah is within striking range to get that star.
Yeah.
So
We're 5 spaces away, I think.
that's not that bad.
50-50 shot next time. Not bad.
Tipsy Tourney is going to be the option. Who's able to finish the picture first? This will kind of determine who is the final picture that we get to take on that stage, maybe. But so far, pretty good start actually for Friskk.
Yeah, Friskk is getting a really nice run here so far. 1 square left, but it will be Abdallah that does finish first. NintendoFanGirl and Zeenigami. It's going to be Zeenigami and NintendoFanGirl losing her first minigame in quite some time.
I mean, yeah, literally she's been in the hunt to not only win them, but at least being in second place. But Abdallah just with the efficiency right there.
I love the banter between everybody. This is the final turn of not only the Mario Party match, but the final turn of Stream Stars to determine who will get that championship trophy at the end of the day.
Don't pick Oblong. Right now I'm feeling Oblong is dangerous.
Let's go ahead and ask Vanessa to go ahead and kind of mess with them and see if we can get them distracted on this final round.
Any input?
So, with a pestering round in mind, I'm going to ask about the ice skating skills we just saw. Were there figure skating lessons in your past?
I cannot skate for my life, so no.
Absolutely. No skating lessons for you, but you managed to get your hands on a star. You feel like you're, coming from behind, you got your star going?
You know, I got so excited. I was like, yay, finally have a star. I was actually surprised with that gold block because I feel like if it was a star, it would have changed the game entirely. So.
All right, I still have to pester you two. Okay, it's not you happening this time. How are you getting all of the events, though?
All I gotta do is roll a 6. That's it. Don't talk about anything else. That's it.
All right, so what is it? Is he gonna roll a 6? No, you're not gonna let him, right?
It's gonna be an 8. I'm calling 8. Come on. Come on, Abdallah.
I don't want
All right, we got intense here. What's it gonna be? Still rolling. You need the 6. Is it gonna be? Casters are calling for a 3 in my ear right now. Oh no, that one is saying 5. 4. All right, well, with that action on stage, we'll send it back up to the commentators. Thanks, everyone.
I like how we somehow manifested that. You said 5, I said 3, and then you immediately got it in the middle.
Yeah, and now Lyric gets the coin collecting game at the end. A little bit of a passive joyride with everyone. A little peaceful time in our future, but it's going to come down to those bonus mini stars.
I'm glad that the final game is a little bit peaceful after that, right? It's just coming down to everybody collecting their coins, what they need. See, NintendoFanGirl's driving skills has been fantastic so far, not leaving a lot of coins for the people riding on the back here. But here we go. I mean, we know how many coins each competitor got. 23 to 6 is a little bit rough, but now we're about to see who's going to win it all.
That might be a precursor to Money in the Bank because it might be NFG who gets the W. It is now time to throw it to the most important casters in this, Toad and Koopa.
Stars bonuses!
Shopping bonus! Wait, Friskk bought a lot of items.
That is true.
Wow.
Everybody was even on that. Hey, you get a star. You get a star. You get a star.
Everybody gets a star!
So now it's down to 2. This actually makes a big difference because there's only 2 potential chances. The unlucky bonus.
Lucky.
Wait, does this go to Friskk?
That's only one person landed on a red space, right?
No, Friskk landed on multiple. Oh, it was actually Zeenigami who gets the unlucky star. So that puts Zeenigami back in the race. Abdallah is stressed out. Like,
Here we go. It all comes down to this.
oh, it was only the 2.
It was only the 2. So Friskk is out, Abdallah is out. We are crowning a new Stream Stars champion here at PAX East. Let's figure it out who.
The final 2 are left. Determines it's gonna be NintendoFanGirl, who is your 2023 Stream Stars champion. You could not have asked for a better storyline, being the NintendoFanGirl herself, getting the W. It wasn't Bowser, it wasn't Abdallah, it was NFG.
That is so awesome to see a new champion crowned, and she fought like an animal in every single game. And to make it all the way here, that is a big moment. NintendoFanGirl, congratulations. We love to see it.
We love the hug from Abdallah as well, passing on his title. The hugs all around. Once again, all of these people are content creators. They all made some really great content today.
Yeah, the content after this is how I lost to RNG in my championship title.
How a gold block cost me $5,000.
Let's go ahead and throw it over to Vanessa so we can hear from the champion herself.
Yes, well, so exciting. Oh my gosh, right there, down to the wire at the end, but aptly named NintendoFanGirl. How did you do it?
I don't know. I play a lot of Nintendo games, and I thought it would be really embarrassing if I lost today. So I think the drive to not be embarrassed really helped.
Oh, there's the secret for everybody out there wanting to go pro. The goal's not winning. The goal's just not being embarrassed, right? Okay, so for the games that we played today, which ones, tell us how much time you have in each of them.
Ooh, so Splatoon 3, I have a couple hundred hours in. I play a lot of Splatoon. Mario Party Superstars, I also have at least 100 hours in. I play a lot of Mario Party. The big scary one for me was Kirby's Dream Buffet, which I've only played maybe 10 hours in, but I play a lot of Nintendo games. It's in my name for a reason.
Do you have a Smash main character, or were you just kind of picking what you felt?
I don't really have a main character. I play around, but Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite to play with just because he's cute. I love Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay, so cute. So we've got don't be embarrassed and pick the cute characters. What other sneaky tips do you have for winning?
Just play a lot. Go buy Nintendo games. Go play Nintendo games. That's all there is to it, apparently, and some luck. Which Abdallah's not happy about. Sorry, Abdallah.
You seem really sorry, right? Doesn't she? She's so sad right now, yeah?
I'm just so excited I get a trophy.
You do get a trophy now. What a nice segue that is. It's almost like she's, gonna take my job. Okay, so first we're gonna give everybody our other wonderful stream stars. They get medals as well for their incredible gameplay today. All right, so if production wanted to tell me who to give a medal to first, that would be awesome. Okay, I think we are starting down here. I did not hear that first name. I'm gonna ask for it one more time. Okay. Okay, so Ash, Bowser, Zelda, and SuperDuperDani. We have medals somewhere for you. You are all tied for 5th place. And I believe there are medals which will, come out. Here we go, magical production people. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let's get these medals around your neck. I don't need that. Congratulations. Gotta get that around the wonderful hair. Can't mess with that. Bowser, I think you did excellent. First time out here. Oh. Alex. Yes, commentators are calling you their Splatoon goat.
I know. They're talking.
And I'm appreciating the pink wave that you gave us. And would you like to medal yourself? There you go. Thank you very much. All right, and Friskk. you already have the medal. That's what I was looking around for. I was like, where'd the medal go? Congratulations on your 4th place. Abdallah, an era had to come to an end.
It did. It was a very unlucky end, but it was great competition all around. Welcome to Mario Party, right? As I always say, you just get the worst luck sometimes. But hey, you know, it was a great time playing through all these different fun titles from Nintendo, and I just can't wait to compete again.
Well, worst luck, but best friendships made here, Zeenigami. 2nd place, you get a medal, you get a new friend.
Look, Abdallah and I, we're great, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than be good.
And there's your 3rd piece of advice. What was it? Embarrassment, cute, and lucky. There we go. All right, and let's bring you up here for our trophy presentation. Miss Nintendo Fangirl, look at this giant silver cup you have to present. Congratulations on winning Stream Star.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Luck. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Nintendo.
And of course, thank you to DoorDash and to HP for, helping with the stage and everything. And thank you everyone to our wonderful audience. PAX Arena is so much fun to have you out there supporting our streamers. We are gonna head to a break before we go to our next round of video games. Thank you, Stream Stars. So excited to have you here. Congratulations once again.